creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop the thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take. Look behind your back. Chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadows. Going harder, we are more than numbers, standing in the shade. I didn't think we could fall in love. Broken from the start, chained to our past. We had closed hearts. We are star chained to our past. We had closed hearts. We are breaking free. It's just you and me. We might fall apart, far around and wide. With our arms, can we break free? Can we break free? Can we break free? Can we? They were blinded, tried to deny us, didn't think we were following our hearts. We are breaking free, it's just you and me. We might fall.
When you see the largest freestanding structure in the country, you know you're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And when you come here in
Hello,
January,
ladies and gentlemen, we are here for night
the
number
biggest
3 as
midget
we are
race
set
in
and
the
ready to
country.
go for
What is it? The
Heat
Chili
1.
Bowl.
Brett
And it's
Wheeler
hotter than ever.
Brett
That
Wheeler
rounds out the top
alongside with
24.
me,
We're
but we'll
coming
start
around the green
on the
flag about
pole.
the
Sam
flag.
Poland
We're
starts on the
racing
pole.
here at the
JD
Chili Bowl
Lard
in the
starts
A-Main.
the outside pole. And starting in position number 3, that is Brock Caswell. To his outside is Cohen Shaw. Starting in 5th is Tyler Silva. Starting in 6th is Bolton. I think it's Chris Bylus is in 7th. Wesley Smith starting 8th here. Brett as field starts to roll off.
Yeah, it's getting ready for heat number 1, night number 3 of the 7th annual SimPro Racing Chili Bowl. And we are getting set. Heat number 1, 8 on the board. Passing points are very crucial here. As it's now going to be green, it's going to be lead, and a big pile up. I dare say that we will see a yellow a restart coming up. As you tell you what, that start was just all over the place between Sam Poland and JD Laird.
Yes, most definitely, and we thank you all for tuning in here tonight. As like we said, this is the third night, third preliminary night here for the Sim Chili Bowl. Tweet us at SimPro Racing, hashtag tweet your seat, and also hashtag useless Sim Chili Bowl, along with hashtag Sim Chili Bowl. We'll be tweeting you guys some updates here as the night goes on, but like we said, Heat 1 out on the track. St. Poland starts on the pole. JD Lard 2nd, Caswell 3rd, Shaw is 4th, Silva 5th, Bolton is 6th, Bylus is 7th, and Smith is in 8th.
Heat 1 restart. It's going to be Laird and Poland. They're going to lead us into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Poland with a slide job. Keep an eye on Cohen Shaw, but here comes Bolton. He's going to start to run through the pack now. He's going to run the bottom side in turn number 1 and 2. It's still going to be JD Laird out in front. He's going to lead lap number 1. Shaw back to 4th. Keep an eye on him. And also Tyler Silver as well. It's a big battle here between Caswell, Bias, and Silver. Tell you what, Rob, this Heat 1, it's pretty stacked up at the moment, and not a lot of passing going on, but very, very close racing.
A lot of close racing indeed, as Lard is that up front there. Oh, look out! Oh, wow! Quite a few cars go around. Bolin gets into the side of, believe that was Tyler Silva and spins around, but kind of keeps it going there and collects a few other cars, Brett.
Yeah, Bias got caught up in that one. Had nowhere to go, so he's going to go to the back, and we talk about cautions, breed cautions. Last night, I don't think we've seen any until sort of later on in the heat race, or even a couple in the qualifiers. But Monday night, the first night, I think we had one caution the whole night. So and we'll see what tonight brings. Hopefully it runs a lot smoother than what it did last night. So we do want to thank you all for tuning in. I'll give a shout out to Jeff Berber as well for turning the cameras and making everything look as best as it can on the stream. So I want to thank Rob Simons. He is the birthday boy today, so we got a few happy birthdays in chat for Robert Simons. Happy birthday from everyone here, and as well as SimPro. Rob.
Oh, thank you, Brett. 26 years old today, so I mean, anything after 21, it's just every day is the same. So, but thank you anyways.
I could have told you that after when I turned 18, but look, pace car's going to leave leave the track and go to the infield. It's going to be JD Laird Silva, who started I think 6th, and he's picked up some good passing points at the moment. So we'll see if he's got anything for JD Laird. But we go green flag racing, 4 laps to go here in heat race number 1. Oh, we got a car upside down. It's Poland. So that's going to bring up the flip count just to 1 more total. I'm not sure what that's in. I think it might be 26 now, if I'm correct.
25, actually. They'll bring our flip count up to 25 through 2 nights in this first heat race here as JD led it. Oh, look out. Here goes Cohen Shaw. He ranks up on the infield berm there and almost flips it, but he keeps it going. And, oh, wow, just a lot of calamity. Car upside down. That is Bias. He is upside down in turn number 2 as caution comes out here once again.
Another caution, and that's going to bring our flip count up now to 26. And I'll tell you what, two flips in heat number 1. But man, I'll tell you what, Silva was all over the back of JD Laird just before the caution came out, going into 3 and 4. So had that had come out a lap later, I think we would have seen it finish and would have brought out the checker flag. But we are going to have a green-white checker, and you just know that Tyler Silva is going to throw everything here at JD Laird on that restart and over the next couple of laps. It's going to be Bolton into 3rd, Cohen Shaw 4th, it's going to be Brock Caswell 6th, Wesley Smith is out of the event, and C. Bias along with Sam Poland. They are also DNF here in heat race number 1. Heat number 2 should be exciting as well as the rest of the heat races. Robert, we've got some big names here. I'm just going to mention 5 off fam. We got KJ, Kevin J. Holly. We got Swindell. That's Kevin Swindell. We got Young Money Kyle Larson. We got Logan Seavey as well. I tell you what, any one of those guys have the potential. We also got Cole Cabray. But we'll talk about that more after heat race number 2 finishes. Heat race 1 finishes. 2 to go, Rob. I'll let you finish it off.
Green flag is out. Laird is up front there. He is trying to get some ground made up on Silva, but Silva to the bottom side of the speedway with 2 laps to go. He feeds Laird where there as now Laird is back, all the way back to 3rd. So Bolton is now to the inside. Here comes the race lead. Tyler Silva will get the checkered flag, though. Bolton will finish 2nd. 3rd will go to Laird. 4th will go to Brock Caswell. And rounding out the top 5, there's Cohen Shaw with Wesley Smith off the track in 6th, Bias in 7th, and Sam Pullen out of this one. He will finish 8th.
We are just waiting for Tyler Silva to get out of the race car, get into the right team speak, I should say, before we try and get an interview with your heat race number 1 winner. As we are standing by with heat race number 1. Tyler, congratulations on picking up heat number 1 of the final prelim night of the Chili Bowl.
Yeah, thanks. Kind of stressful, just kind of had to race my own race, stay out of other people's way, and try not to get caught up in some of those early race wrecks.
Man, you come from deep in the back. I think it was 6th. So it's all about passing points on the prelim night, and you got a bunch of passing points as well there, and that's going to set you up good for the qualifiers. If you can get through the qualifiers, you should have a good start on in the A main for tonight.
Yeah, hopefully. Car feels pretty good right now. We'll have to see how it goes in the qualifiers.
All right, man. You got any people or some sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Sellers Race Wings, Dylan Schiebel Studios, 29 Media, Swindell Speed Labs, and Jeff Berber Photography.
All right, man. Good luck in the qualifiers.
Thank you.
There we have it, Tyler Silva finishing up your heat race number 1 winner there and coming from that 6th starting spot. So we do want to just give a shout out and Quick thanks to our sponsors, American Racing, Fast 4 Media, SimPro Racing, and SWS Chassis, along with our cameraman, Jeff Berber Photography. So, once again, Rob, it's looking at heat number 2 here. That is in team speed. There's a couple of big names in this one, and one that I already mentioned of Kevin J. Holly. Look for him to be on the move in heat race number 2.
Most definitely, and I know that we mentioned this, but Kyle Larson, right there, he is also in heat number 2. Tyler Ducharme. I mean, these guys are going to be really fast, and this is going to be a great heat here, Brett.
Here we are, just waiting for drivers just to get into the service. So we're just going to throw up some music, and we'll come back with heat race number 2 very, very shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sim Tulsa Expo Center here in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the 7th annual SimPro Racing SimPro Racing Chili Bowl Sim Midget Nationals. Once again, we do want to thank Jeff Gerber for turning the cameras. We are getting ready for heat number 2. And it's going to be Colt Dyer starting on the front row. Alongside him, he's going to be Young Money of Kyle Larson. Position number 3 is going to be Chris Watkins, and Justin Thomas will start position number 4. On the inside of the third row, it's going to be Tyler DeCarby. And to his outside is going to be Chad Heck. Position 7 is left open for no one. And Kevin J. Holly is going to start position number 8.
So, we definitely have a great heat race as we've been talking here, Brett. Kyle Larson, Kevin J. Holly out there. I mean, these two are some of the best in the business, and they are doing it, well, actually wheeling the cars here tonight for everybody's pleasure, and they definitely love to race this event. So it's great to see these guys out here as they roll around, and they will take the green flag. Colt Dyer takes the early race lead down on the bottom, but here comes Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson battling along the top side of the speedway, tries to take the lead coming off of turn number 4.
Yeah, Larson with a good run on the outside, Dyer on the inside, Watkins. Keep an eye on Justin Thomas as well. He started 4th, he's starting to fall back, but now he gets around the outside of Deshami. And Thomas now looking for third. He tries to get around Watkins for that third spot, but the battle is on for the race lead. Dyer and Larson. Larson has it coming out of turn number 2. 3 down, 5 to go. Larson is your race lead in heat number 2.
Larson takes the early race lead here on lap number 3 as Chris Watkins is trying to battle for third, is trying to find his way up there, but he's got Justin Thomas right there on his back bumper as Thomas now has a view full of Ducharme, as Ducharme is up into 4th now as Thomas loses quite a few positions out of turn 4.
Yeah, Holly having trouble as well from the back of the pack. He's up to 6. He's only picked up 2 spots, but it is Young Money with 2 laps to go into 3 and 4. But the battle is on for 4th, 5th, and 6th on the racetrack. Desham, Heck, and Holly. Larson out of turn number 4. He sees the white flag first. Then it's going to be Dyer still in 2nd, so out of turn number 2. Larson still your race leader, Dyer. Then we go back to Watkins. Heck on the outside of Desham. And here comes Holly, but out of turn number 4, Young Money, Kyle Larson takes out heat race number 2. Dyer will grab 2nd. We go back to Watkins, Heck, Desham, Holly, Justin Thomas. And then he's going to be the 7 cars in heat race number 2. And Robert, I'll leave you to do this interview if you want with Young Money, but man, I tell you what, some big hitters in this names.
Most definitely, as he climbs out of the car, Kyle Larson gets heat race number 2 victory here this evening. Kyle, what a great race you had there as you were able to pull out and get a victory here on night number 3.
Yeah, thanks. It feels good, I guess. You know, I haven't ran the midgets on R Factor, you know, in a race really since, I don't know, maybe I ran the Chili Bowl last year or the year before. So to get a heat race win is good. Hopefully I can stay out of trouble in the qualifier and have a good night.
Most definitely. And do you expect that lane to move up in the qualifier? And how are you going to interpret the cushion there if there is one?
Honestly, I haven't watched any of the racing from the nights before, so I don't know what they've been, you know, I don't know what the track's been like for everybody. So we'll have to wait and see, but I imagine, you know, it'll just get slicker and more technical to run, and you'll probably see me make a lot of mistakes.
All right, Kyle Larson, who do you got to thank for getting you into victory lane here for heat number 2?
Well, Logan Seavey gave me a setup prior to the heat race, but I ended up not running it. So thanks, but no thanks, Logan. I found a setup from Christopher Bell that I had from a while back, so I ran that thing. I got to thank my IT guys from Chip Ganassi Racing for getting my internet. It's all hooked up and ready to go, so just trying to have some fun.
Most definitely, and good luck as you move on to tonight's qualifiers.
Yeah, thank you.
Kyle Larson there, grabbing heat race number 2. Night number 3 here, Brett, as once again the servers getting realigned, but at this time we would like to thank all of our participating sponsors, including Fast 4 Media. Fast4media.com is your source for online video of outlaw kart racing, micro sprints, and 360 sprint car racing on the West Coast. Check them out at fast4media.com. SimPro Racing. Without them, we would not be here actually tonight. SimPro Racing is a leader in simulation dirt open wheel racing, offering sanctioned series under the Power Eye and MOA Sprint Car Series banners. Using the R-Factor simulation, the casual fan in the stands can race against some of the drivers who do it for real on Saturday nights. For more information on how to get started today, go to www.simproracing.com for more details. And also, SWS Chassis. They are our hard charger sponsor for this week. SWS Chassis is the leader in sprint car model kits, as they offer the most realistic chassis and panels for model builders globally. To get more information on the products they offer, visit their website at swschassis.com or find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages by searching for SWS Chassis. And also we got to thank our man on the camera here, Jeff Burba. You can check him out at jeffburba.com for all of his photography skills. He says, I take photos, so check him out at jeffburba.com. And really quick, also while we got time, let's go back over the results from the last couple nights on preliminary night number 1. Heat events went to Adam Elby, Michael Sellers, Dylan Wilson, Tony Walda, and Tyler Thomas in the qualifiers. Cody Trammell, Austin Carr, and Adam Elby all took checkered flags, and in the B mains, the last chance qualifiers, Brock Barrett and Gary McGuire took the checkered flags as the top 4 from those events moved on to the A main. And in the A main, there was some lap car trouble there, but the top 4 moved on to the Wednesday night championship night. That's Dylan Wilson, Austin Carr, Travis Marsh, and Adam Elby. We'll recap night number 2 after this one here. Brett is looks like we're missing the first place driver in our grid here.
Yes, it looks like Ross Weiss is going to be starting out at position number 2. Tim Burner will move up to that pole position. And out of position number 3 will be Skylar Brown, and to his outside it's going to be Austin Buttress. Out of position number 5, it's going to be DRR. We'll see if we can get a name on that one. And Logan Seavey out of position number 6. Derek Robertson will be starting shotgun on the field. No, he won't be because he's just left the game. So keep an eye on Logan Seavey starting position number 6. He may even start on the inside as DRR is going to start on that outside. So 6 cars in heat race number 3. As night number 3 of the Chili Bowl, it's going to be Ross Weiss and Tim Burner. A little bit of a slacking off there by Burners. Ross Weiss got a good start. As here comes Buttress now. Buttress is into second, but keep an eye on Logan Seavey. Seavey moves to the outside. He's going to get around the outside of Buttress. They make contact. And Seavey up on 2 wheels. He saves it. And not going to lose any spots, but it's Ross Weiss out in front. Seavey with a big slide job on Buttress. Seavey's going to take over that second spot. 2 down, 6 to go for Ross Weiss. Can Seavey reel him in?
Ross Weiss all up in front, and Seavey is trying to reel him in, as we mentioned here. Austin is up on the outside there. He's trying to reel in the second place driver of Seavey, as Seavey seems to be closing in on Ross Weiss. Ross Weiss all the way on the top side of the speedway only has a lead by a couple car lengths now off of turn number 4. He will lead halfway in, 4 laps to go this time by.
Logan Seavey is just going to be selling T-shirts right now. He's really caught in man. I think it's just a rookie night tonight. He's really reeled in Ross Weiss as the yellow comes out. And it's going to be Ross Weiss alongside Logan Seavey, Austin Buttress, DR. He's going to be out of the event. Skylar Brown's going to move up to 4th. And we did have another one somewhere. I'm just trying to think who that was. Tim Burner is out of the event as well. So just the 4 cars left here remaining in heat race number 3.
with DRR and Tim Burner flipping there, bring our flip count up to 28 here. We're only through 3 heat races now, so this is pretty interesting as our flip count is actually going up compared to last night. Last night we didn't have much of a flip count to add, but definitely rising up here.
Green flag should be next time by the pace car, or the sprint car pace car should turn left on the back straightaway and move to the infield. Ross Wee's going to lead Logan Seavey, Austin Buttress and Skylar Brown, as we are going to have a green-white checker. And you just know that Logan Seavey is not going to be hanging back. He's going to be right on the back bumper of Ross Weiss, as Weiss is going to lead us into turn number 1 and 2. And Stevie's right on his back bumper now, just a car length off, as Weiss having a good run in turns 3 and 4. Is Stevie going to go to the bottom? He's going to follow. No, now he turns it down to the bottom. Is he going to slide it up in front of him? No, he's going to stick it on the bottom. Weiss on the outside. Ross Weiss doing a hell of a job out in front, and he's going to take out heat race number 3. Seavey is going to come home in second. Third is going to go to Skylar Brown. Fourth will be Austin Buttress. Fifth, we go back to DRR, and Tim Burner finishes back there in 6th spot. So we can get a word with our winner, Ross Weiss.
Just need one. I've only got one here.
He'll be right back here in a second.
Yeah, you heard him. He's only got one, but he's only got one heat win at the moment. Ross Weiss, congratulations on picking up a heat win at the Sim Chili Bowl.
Hey, thanks, guys. Quite a race there with my buddy Logan Seavey. Glad I was able to hold him off and pick up a little bit of passing points.
And talk about that. You had quite a big lead there, but then sort of Seavey ran you down, and the yellow came out. I guess that's a blessing in disguise because he was fast. He just had to get back in a rhythm, but man, you held him off, and good job.
Man, anytime you're on track with Logan Seavey here at the Sim Chili Bowl, you've really got to be on your game. And, I maybe didn't want to see that caution because that put him right there on my tail. But definitely glad I was able to hold him off there, and we'll see how we shape up for the qualifiers.
Now, who you got to thank for getting here in victory lane here for heat number 3 of the Sim Chili Bowl?
None of this would be possible without my car owner, Brian Dunlap. He was spinning some wrenches on the old 32 here, and had her running pretty good. So we'll, like I said, we'll take her back here to the trailer and get her tuned up and see what we can do for the qualifiers.
Man, what's it like, running with a bunch of guys that do it for real? Obviously, you ran the Chili Bowl just about a week and a half ago. How was that experience, and does that help you online, or does online help you in the real world?
They are two totally different things. I can tell you that for sure. You've got to use way more throttle here on the sim version of the Chili Bowl than you do in the real one. But and I was a lot less stressed for this heat race tonight than I was for my heat race at the real Chili Bowl. So we'll, but no, this it's definitely two very fun and unique things there.
All right, man. Well, look, well done on the heat win. Good luck in the qualifiers.
Thank you, gentlemen, and you're doing a great job here in the booth.
Thank you very much. That's Ross Weiss taking out heat race number 3, heat race number 4 coming up very shortly. But before we get there, we're going to recap night number 2. Your heat winners were Caleb Montgomery, Corey Teeble, Loudon Raymond, Dylan Sheeble, and Dalton England. The qualifiers, 3 qualifiers went to Christopher Bell, Dylan Sheeble, and Justin Clark. And the B main was picked up by Mikey Smith and Dalton England. And then we had the A main of 25 votes. Brendan Rogers came from 5th to pick up the win over Chase Cabray, who come from position number 6. Christopher Bell finishing in that 3rd spot, and Loudon Raymond finished in 4th after starting 10th. Those are the other 4 drivers that have locked themselves into tomorrow night's A main event. So at the moment, as it stands, we have Brendan Rogers, Chase Cabray, Christopher Bell, Loudon Raymond, Adam Elby, Travis Marsh, Austin Carr, and Dylan Wilson. They are your 8 drivers that have locked themselves into tomorrow night. We're going to lock another 4 in tonight as we get set for heat race number 4 in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Okay. We are back for heat race number 4 here. 8 laps, 8 drivers here on the board as we've got Tim Repsick will start on the pole to his outside is Jared Burba. Inside of row number 2, that's Denny Felker Jr. To his outside in the 66 machine, that is Cole Falloway. Starting in 5th, that is Josh Sun, and to his outside is Colton Hardy. And starting in 7th, that is Trevor Fitz, and to his outside is Michael Coker. So that is 8 drivers, 8 laps here as looks like quite a few drivers from the big block R-Factor community is on here and the late model community as well. So it's great to see him. Trevor Fitz lost connection, so he'll be out of this one along with Denny Felker Jr. They just both left, so we're down to 6 cars once again. Now we're going to restart the warm-up to allow those guys to come back in here, Brett. Sometimes this stuff happens every once in a while, but you know, at least we definitely have some racing going on here tonight. We're through 3 heat races. We're starting our 4th here. Trevor Fitz just entered the server once again, and we're going to try to get Mr. Denny Felker Jr. to get back in here. But really quick, would like to go back over the past winners for the last 6 years of the Chili Bowl here at the Sim Chili Bowl. Joel Stornetta, 1 year, number 1. And then for the 2nd year, 2nd annual Sim Chili Bowl, TJ Hartman took home a driller. And Christopher Bell ended up winning year number 3. Year number 4 went to Brody Kostecki, all the way from down under. Year number 5 went to Logan Seavey, and year number 6 last year went to Chase Briscoe. So that's your rundown of the past winners here at the Sim Chili Bowl presented by SimPro Racing. Once again, heat number 4, Tim Repsick started on pole to his outside, Jared Burba. Inside row number 2, that's Denny Felker Jr. To his outside, Cole Falloway. Starting in 5th is Josh Sun, and starting in 6th is Colton Hardy. Slated to start 7th is Trevor Fitz, but he once again lost connection, so you're going to try to roll it here. Michael Coker will end up starting 7th as we get set to roll off here for heat race number 4.
Heat 4, keep an eye on Denny Felker Jr. on the inside. As we go, Green and Ripson gets a good start. Burba's going to try and make a move. 3 wide, but Felker, he's on the inside. Denny Felker Jr., he's going to take over the race lead. Colton Hardy back there in 2nd. Ripsick in 3rd. Burba 4th. We go back to Sun, Coker, and Fallaway is out of this one, but it is Denny Felker Jr., but he's been chased down here by Colton Hardy, and Hardy looking to the outside, out of turn number 4. 2 down, 6 to go.
2 down, 6 to go here, Brett, as Denny Felker Jr. is getting a run, is having somebody run him down. That's Colton Hardy to the outside. He will take the lead coming off of turn number 4. Will lead lap number 3 here. They're still side by side for the lead as they enter turn number 3, but look out. Another flip added to the count. That is number 30 on the night, as we had one earlier in this heat race. Jared Burba having a rough go of it. He falls back to 5th here as Michael Coker, who started in 7th, is all the way up to 3rd. 5 in, 3 to go.
2.5 remaining. Hardy and Denny Felker Jr. They are running side by side. Felker on the bottom side, Hardy on the top side. 2 laps to go. Heat number 4 of the 7th annual SimPro Racing Sim Chili Bowl in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Into turn number 3 and 4. Felker still running in 2nd. Still trying to run on the inside of Colton Hardy. 1 lap to go. Hardy back on the top side. Felker still don't know. They still run side by side. Hardy has the run out of turn number 2. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Out of turn number 4. Colton Hardy picks it up by 0.128 of a second. Denny Felker Jr. in 2nd. A great battle between Hardy and Denny Felker. 3rd is going to go to Coker, who started position number 8. So that's going to be a bunch of points there for Michael Coker. Go back to Josh Sun, Jared Burba, Cole Falloway, and Tim Repsick as well. And that'll be heat number 4 completed. We're going to try and get a word with your winner of heat race number 4, Rob. I believe you are standing by with heat number 4 winner.
Colton Hardy gets out of the car, and he wins heat number 4 here on night number 3. Colton, What a great race it was out there. You were able to recollect after an early race, kind of three-wide battle there, just a racing incident, but you moved up through and were able to pass Cindy Felker Jr. for the win.
Yeah, the Red Sea kind of split right there, and I was able to just shoot the gap and kind of be like Jesus and make it work, and ended up driving around Felker for the lead. So it was a good start to the night. Looks like we could be a high point guy going in the qualifier, so it could start Chili Bowl pretty well off right now.
Most definitely, and you had a great run there, and it looks like you could definitely be high point man. I'm just looking here. It looks like really quick. Michael Coker might have the same amount of points, or just under you, anyways. So yeah, it definitely looks like you'll be high point man. And what do you expect going into the qualifiers here tonight in night number 3?
The qualifiers, if it's like the last 2 nights, it's going to be racy, and you're going to just have to be up on the wheel and get the job done from the drop of the green flag in. So I think I'll be pretty good. We just got to see if Swindell Speed Labs could put the setup on the car to get me to the front.
Most definitely. And who else you got to thank for getting you into victory lane here?
I got to thank Dylan Schiebel from DS Studios for pulling his backup car out, CSI Shocks, Swindell Speed Labs, Home Plate. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, and good luck for the races to come here in qualifiers.
Thank you.
Already there, Brett, as he gets the win here for heat race number 4, as we got heat race number 5 up on the board.
Final heat of the night. It's going to be Andrew Gates starting on the front row. At a position number 2, it's going to be Zachary Meitzner. On the inside of row number 2, it's going to be Cole Cabrain. To his outside, it's going to be Tim Campbell. On the inside of the third row, it's going to be the War Kevin Swindell, and Ryan Carron will start position number 6. Kevin Criswell will start at a position number 7, and alongside him at a position number 8 is going to be Troy Wagaman Jr. Did have a couple of people drop out of the server, so we are going to look to restart that one, since we did not get rolling off the grid. So we're just going to take a quick commercial break, play some music, and I'm going to come back, wait for these drivers to get back into the server, and we're going to come back with the final heat race of the night.
All right, guys, we're back with heat race number 5 here, as we everybody back in here. It looks like starting on the pole, it's going to be Andrew Gates to his outside. Zachary Meitzner starting in third. That is Cole Cabry. To his outside, that is Tim Campbell. Starting in 5th is Kevin Swindell, and I believe slated to start 6th is Ryan Cairns. starting in seventh will be Kevin Criswell, and starting in eighth is Troy Ragaman Jr. So we have Ryan back in the server. We're gonna try this match again, and then we're gonna roll it to race here.
When you see the
all the drivers on the grid now, so
you know you're in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Should be good to go here, as we got once again the stout field of drivers. Andrew Gates coming from the Big Block community here on R Factor, and a couple late model community guys, but also got Tim Campbell, Colton Cabry, Swindell. I mean, all those guys a part of the midget sprint car community. Yep. All right, guys, we're going to throw it to commercial real quick. We'll be right back.
And we are back for heat race number 5. To apologise for that little inconvenience, but Meitzner is going to lead us into turn number 1 and 2. Keep an eye on Cabray. Cabray on the inside of Karen now. And it's also going to be Gates on the outside, so these drivers are stacked and they are already flying in heat race number 5, the final heat race of the night before we get into the qualifier. 3 wide out of turn number 4. Turn number 2, sorry, Campbell, Cabray, and Gates. Here comes Wagaman on the outside. Wagaman out of position number 8. He is up to 4th. Look at the Bulldog. Swindell following him now. Swindell back in 5th as we have another driver. That's Tim Campbell upside down, but we are still green. Gates on the inside. He gets passed by Wagaman. Swindell looking to the inside of Gates. So Gates has fallen back to 5th. Wagaman up to 3rd now. Cabray in 2nd, but it is Meitzner out in front. He started on the outside of the front row. 4 down, 4 to go. Meitzner still your race leader. Cabray and Wagner, they're going to run side by side. Cabray gets a good run. Meitzner makes the mistake in 3 and 4. Cabray takes over the race lead. Wagner looking at the inside of Meitzner. Meitzner runs him down the racetrack. Meitzner all over the racetrack at the moment, and it's going to be Cabray out of turn number 4 with 2 laps to go, and Wagner trying to get around or inside of Meitzner, but he gets up on 2 wheels, bikes it. Swindell goes around him. Wagaman back to 4th, make that 5th as Gates now. He's going to pressure him, but it's half a lap to go, and it's going to be Cabray into turn 3 and 4. Meitzner, he's going to hold on for 2nd, but your winner of heat race number 5 is going to be Cole Cabray. Zach Meitzner will grab 2nd. Kevin Swindell will grab 3rd. Wagaman finishing 4th. Kevin Criswell in 5th. Ryan Cairns, Andrew Gates, and Tim Campbell rounds out the 8 cars in heat race number 5. So we're going to try and grab a word with Cole Cabray after picking up that heat race win. We are standing by with Cole Cabray. Cole, congratulations on picking up the final heat race of night number 3.
Oh yeah, it was fun. The start was pretty crazy. I thought the outside spoiler was gonna spin out. It was fun and
And talk about that battle there with Meitzner and Wagman. You know, you had to wait for Meitzner to make a mistake. He did make a mistake. You got on by. You got pressured there a little bit, but you hung on for that. Talk about that race a little bit. You know, with those other 2 drivers.
oh yeah, it was fun. My brother told me last night. He said just stay down to the bottom. It works. So I listened to him, and you know it works. So we'll just have to keep on doing that for the rest of the night, and hopefully, as it works.
Yeah, your brother finished 2nd last night in the A main. He didn't pick up a win or a qualifier, so you've got that one over him. But you know, what do you expect going into the qualifiers?
I'm hoping the track stays the same. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get slicked off here, so hopefully we can. I know I'm gonna start back in the back, so hopefully we can pick up some passing points here, and hopefully we can get front and start good in the A main and go straight to the A main for tomorrow night.
All right, man. Well, look, yeah, best of luck in the qualifiers. Who do you got to thank that's helped you get here in victory lane for night number 3 of the Sim Chili Bowl?
Actually, my brother, he helped me all day on the setup, and everybody at SimPro, thank you for putting on the show. It's a heck of a show, and guys for putting on the broadcast.
Hey man, well, good luck in the qualifiers. Hopefully we get to speak to you on later on the end of the night.
Yep, thank you.
Cole Cabray picking up heat race number 5. Once again, we do want to thank our sponsors for this week. We want to thank American Racing. We want to thank also FastForwardMedia.com. Fast Forward Media is your source for online video of our outlaw kart racing, micro sprints, and 360 sprint car racing on the West Coast. I also want to thank SimPro Racing. SimPro Racing is the leader in simulation dirt open wheel racing, offering sectioned series under the Power Ride and Mobile Sprint Car Series banners. Using the R-Factor simulation, the casual fan in the stands can race against some of the drivers who do it for real on Saturday nights. For more information on how to get started today, you can go to www.simproracing.com for more details. I also want to thank Justin Glass from SWS Chassis for sponsoring up the hard charger in tomorrow night's field. SWS Chassis is the leader in sprint car model kits as they offer the most realistic sprint car chassis and panels for model builders globally. To get more information on the products, you can visit their website at www.swschassis.com, or you can find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by searching SWS Chassis. So I want to thank Jeff Berber Photography at www.jeffberber.com. We're going to throw it to a quick commercial break, play some music, and going to come back with your qualifiers here on night number 3 of the 7th annual SimPro Racing Sim Chili Bowl Midget Nationals.
get there close, but don't look away. Gotta stare 'em down to let them go. I will be the ground beneath your feet, pull you out from underneath. Hold on to me. Everybody's got their goals, but don't look away. Gotta stare 'em down to let them go. I will be the ground beneath your feet, pull you out from underneath. Hold on to me.
Feeling's gone and I am left alone with a trace of the night on the way back down from the sky where you left my soul. Can you help me fly? I can't resist, 'cause you have got a hold on me and all these thoughts. When you are here, you light up the dark sides to live in the night shine. You take my life and light every side. You fade the dark inside. The living night
And we are back here, ladies and gentlemen, for the 7th annual SimPro Racing Sim Chili Bowl Midget Nationals here on Fast Forward Media. Once again, heat races are done and dusted for the night. We are up to our 3 qualifiers. We get set to do 2 B mains, and then the prelim A main for night number 3. I am Brett Wheeler, joined alongside the birthday boy of Robert Simons, and turning the cameras is Jeff Berber. Robert, it's qualifier number 1, 14 cars, and we were just looking through in TeamSpeak and who was in what qualifiers. It seems to be that qualifier number 1 certainly seems to be the most stacked qualifiers with a lot of good drivers here. For qualifier number 1, it's going to be tough to pick a winner in this one.
Most definitely. I mean, we talked about all the great drivers that are here tonight. I mean, Kyle Larson is going to be in this one. He's one of the faster drivers. Just in practice alone, he was up to 4th, but Zachary Meitzner, he is up to 1st. He has got a fast machine, so look for him to do well here in this qualifier. Austin O'Neill, another good one out there. Cole Falloway, Denny Felker. I mean, a lot of great guys in this qualifier number 1 here, and they definitely look to grab a win or grab a top spot and grab the most passing points is the name of the game here in the qualifiers, because the the top 16 in combined points, they move on to the feature, and the rest go to the B mains, as we mentioned, Brett. And then the top 4 from the B mains will move on to the 24 car, 25 lap A main here tonight. And the top 4 will move on to the championship night, which is tomorrow night on January 25th, and that will make up the 12 car field that's already qualified for the championship night.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Justin Rose now as well. He has been helping us over the past couple of nights. Unfortunately, due to some family issues, he has stepped away for tonight, and more than likely going to be stepping away for tomorrow night as well. But we do have a special guest tomorrow night. Not going to reveal his name just yet. He's certainly done a fair bit with online commentating and doing quite a lot as well in the real world. But look, he'll be here tomorrow night, so do come back and join us. We do want to thank everyone that has tuned in over the 3 nights. It's certainly been fantastic viewership. I believe we've reached up over 120, 130 each night. Tonight's a little bit down the numbers, but spread the word out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it takes to get the viewers up. Just support your friends that are watching as well, and support the drivers. Also want to support SimPro Racing as well. That they do a hell of a lot here to put this Chili Bowl on. They've done it for this is the 7th year, so we can't thank those guys enough. And qualifying number 1, your heat position number 1 is going to be Chris Watkins, and Zachary Meitzner will start position number 2. On the inside of the second row is going to be Danny Felker Jr., and to his outside is going to be Young Money of Kyle Larson. Position number 5 is going to be Logan Seavey, who already has 1 Sim Driller. He's going to start position number 5 and do his outside. He's going to be the highest point scorer after the heat races of Colton Hardy. Position number 7 is going to be DRR, and to his outside is going to be Brock Caswell. Position number 9 is going to be Tyler Deschamps, and on the outside of him, out of position number 10, is going to be Ryan Cairns. Position number 11 is vacant at the moment, and it's going to be Cole Followay. Out of position number 12, Andrew Gates will start position number 13, and Austin O'Neill will start position 14. So those guys have got some work to do. And Rob, we spoke about it over the past couple of nights. If you're not in the A main on your prelim night, it makes that championship night just a little bit more harder to try and make it through and do the alphabet soup. But before we get there, I'll let you bring us back into qualifier number 1.
Yeah, most definitely. As you mentioned, if you don't get qualified for the A main, it's just going to make it even harder going on to the next nights. Christopher Bell last night, he almost got into a slip up, which would have put him in the alphabet soup. Just another one to name. Cody Trammell from night number 1, he will have to go to the alphabet soup because he got into some trouble with some lap cars. So he did finish quite a length back, but anyways, top 16 going to the A main here for combined points as qualifier number 1 is up on the board, 10 laps. Chris Watkins, Zachary Meitzner, Danny Felker Jr., Kyle Larson. As we get set ready, green flag is out coming out of turn 4. Chris Watkins will lead him down, but look out. Oh, he's got him rack and stacked all through behind him. Look out. Meitzner is upside down in turn number 2. He will be gone from this event. Quick as that, so he is gone. And I'll put a foot count up here, Brett.
Yeah, like you see, he was just having a bit of trouble just to get through this pack right now. But your race leader, it's going to be Chris Watkins. Danny Felker Jr. back there in second. He's battling alongside Yo Money of Kyle Larson on the outside in turns 3 and 4. That is your top 3. So these drivers looking to get more passing points. But it is Watkins who leads from Larson. React to Felker Jr. Seavey and Deschamps. Deschamps has actually fought back on the inside of Seavey. Seavey's going to throw a big slide that hits the infield berm. Deschamps checks up to stop him from taking them both out. And that's going to put Deschamps back to 5th, and Seavey, he's in 4th. He's now going to try and reel in your top 3. And meanwhile, the battle is still up front for this second spot on the racetrack between Larson and Felker Jr. Well, Seavey's got the best spot in the house. Seavey is just banging and running down those boards.
Most definitely. I see Seavey he acts like he's doing a slide job each corner, even though it is on nobody. So he doesn't seem to be gaining much ground, although, you know, at the entrance of the corner, the top 3 do reel in a little bit. Speaking of the top 3, they are 3 wide for the lead. Coming out of that one was Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson side by side with Denny Felker Jr. Denny Felker on the bottom side of the speedway. 2 laps to go. Larson holding his own on the top side of the speedway, tries to get by Denny Felker Jr. He hits the wall ever so slightly as Felker now regains the lead. 1 lap to go. White flag is in the air. Larson to the outside. Felker to the bottom. Larson hits the containment wall on the back straightaway, and Felker Jr. will win the qualifier number 1. Larson will have to settle for 2nd. 3rd will go to Chris Watkins. Back to 4th will be Logan Seavey. 5th will be Colton Hardy. 6th, Tyler Ducharme. 7th, Cole Falloway. 8th, Ron Cairns. 9th is Andrew Gates. And 10th is Brock Caswell, with Austin O'Neill and Zach Meitzner finishing 11th and 12th there. As Brett, you may have caught up with Denny Felker Jr. Let's see if he has a mic with us here this evening.
Yeah, what a battle it was between Felker and also Larson. Both put on a show, so we'll see if Danny is going to step out of the race car. So, unfortunately, we're not going to get a word with Danny Felker Jr. Doesn't have a mic. Congratulations on picking up qualifier number 1. And look, you know, top 6 inverted from the for passing points. The highest point scorer started in position 6. Not all of those guys picked up too many passing points. I believe, you know, from 6 on back, they only picked up 1 spot, and that even goes, you know, Felk picked up 2, Larson picked up 2. I think Hardy and Seavey, they only picked up, you know, 1 passing spot as well. So, yeah, that's going to be crucial for those guys going forward in the A main, and it's all just going to depend on what happens in these next 2 qualifiers.
Most definitely. I mean, the biggest loss there, which the drivers only gained, was on Zachary Meitzner. Meitzner out very early, not even 1 corner into this event, and he was gone. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but look, there was a lot of close racing there, and, you know, battle of the fittest, or, you know, survival of the fittest there. So I guess he was out. So we've already got qualifier 2 in here, guys. A lot of great racers once again in this one. Ross Weiss, Tyler Silva, just to name a couple here. Skylar Brown also in the server. Michael Coker. You know, quite a few great drivers entering the server for qualifier number 2. Really quick, we got to thank all of our sponsors really quick. Fast4Media.com. Fast4 Media is your source for online video of outlaw kart racing, micro sprints, and 360 sprint car racing on the West Coast. Check them out at Fast4Media.com. SimPro Racing, They are the leader in simulation dirt open wheel racing, offering sanctioned series under the POWRi and MOA Sprint Car Series banners. Using the R Factor simulation, the casual fan in the stands can race against some of the best drivers who do it for real on Saturday nights. For more information on how to get started today, check them out at simproracing.com. SWS Chassis is the leader in sprint car model kits, as they offer the most realistic chassis and panels for model builders globally. To get more information on the products they offer, visit their website at swschassis.com or find them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram by searching SWS Chassis. You also can't forget our man on the camera, Jeff Burba. Check him out at jeffburba.com. He takes a lot of great photos, and he also does a great job here for us as we got the lineup for qualifier number 2 for the most part here, Brett, starting on the pole of this one. JD Laird starting on the pole, who's outside is Colt Dyer. Starting in third will be Skylar Brown, and to his outside, taking home he raced in the real Chili Bowl anyways, and he took home one of those trophy drillers that you could buy at the gift shop. That is Ross Weiss. Starting in fifth is Michael Coker, and to his outside is Tyler Silva, starting in sixth. Inside of row number 4, that is Kevin Criswell, starting in seventh, and eighth will belong to Wesley Smith. Inside of row number 5, that is Cohen Shaw, and to his outside is Derek Robinson. Inside of row number 6, that is Tim Repsick, will start in 11th. And looks like to his outside will have to be Tim Campbell, as we are missing a driver from the grid, or a couple drivers. So wait for those guys to get back in here, as once again, a lot of great drivers in here. We got 10 laps to get it done. They've got to get the most passing points as the top 16 move on to the A main here for night number 3, preliminary night number 3 here at the Sim Chili Bowl.
Yeah, just want to give a shout out to Jason McDougall as well. Shame you're not running the Sim Chili Bowl, buddy, but you are doing fantastic things in the real world. So keep it up from everyone here at SimPro Racing. Good luck. And we're going to qualify number 2. We've got 2 heat winners in Ross Weiss and Tyler Silva. You also got to keep an eye on Michael Coke as well. He's starting 5th, so he was 5th highest in points after coming from 8th to 3rd in his heat race. So look, a lot of the good drivers up front. Skylar Brown will be looking to gain some more valuable points as well. He's starting on the inside of the second row. Sorry, he's going to be starting out of position number 3. So expect Skylar Brown to look for the win here. But he does have quite a few other drivers that are going to look for the win, and it's all about getting those passing points as well. Not too far away, as we are just waiting on a couple more drivers to come into the server. So again, if you are watching and this is your first night, this is night number 3 of the 7th annual SimPro Racing Sim Chili Bowl Midget Nationals. If you want to share it out on your social media pages, share it on Twitter and Facebook, and just get everyone watching, as the championship night is going to be tomorrow night. We lock another 4 drivers tonight and lock them into tomorrow night's A main. The rest of the drivers are going to do it from either the B, C, and potentially a D main, depending on how many drivers turn up tomorrow night. But we are anticipating in excess of about 50 or 60 drivers, and they're going to look to see if they can take home the 7th annual Sim Driller, presented by SimPro Racing and Fast 4 Media, along with American Racing, as they are one of the sponsors on board for our booth as well.
Most definitely, as so you guys have been tweeting us all week. Want to thank you guys for coming out here and watching. Tweet us at hashtag #TweetYourSeat. We will try to retweet it here as Justin Rosenau was one of the main guys doing the Twitter, so we'll try to keep up with that. Hashtag flip count. The flip count is currently up to 32 here. And also hashtag useless Sim Chili Bowl and just hashtag Sim Chili Bowl. You can also tweet us at SimPro Racing and at AGTV Hot Wheels. as we're still trying to get a couple drivers to come in. Looks like we're all set now as we got the grid all set. Yes, Adam Turner slated to start 12th. He was the missing driver, and he is now in the server. We are rolling it.
When you see the largest
That
freestanding
is
structure in
J.D.
the country, you
Laird
know you're in Tulsa,
starting on the pole.
Oklahoma.
Dyer
And when you
second,
come here in
third,
January,
Brown
it only
fourth,
means
Weiss
one thing.
fifth,
The
Michael
biggest
Coker
midget race
sixth,
in the
Tyler Silva
country.
seventh
What
is
the Chili
Kevin
Bowl? And it's
Criswell.
hotter than ever.
Eighth is
That rounds
Wesley
out the top
Smith.
24.
Ninth
We're
is
coming
Cohen
around.
Shaw.
The green
10th
flag
is
about to fly.
Derek
We are
Robinson.
racing here at the
11th
Chili
is
Bowl in
Tim
the
Repsick.
A-Main.
12th is Adam Turner. And 13th, shotgun in the field, that's Tim Camp.
Qualifying number 2, I want to give a big shout out to Rob Simons. It is your birthday, so happy birthday. And also want to give a happy birthday, belated happy birthday to Justin Thomas. I do believe that he did turn big 3-0 just a couple of days ago. We are getting set for qualifier number 2, second last qualifier before we get set into the 2B mains and the A main for tonight. JD Laird, Colt Dyer on the front row. We are green. Skylar Brown getting a good start following JD Laird. And that's twice, but here comes Ross Weiss as well. Tyler Silva, 3 wide out of turn number 2, down the back straight away. Keep an eye on Michael Coker as he got into the side of Colt Dyer. And they're both going to go around. That's going to give the lead to Skylar Brown. Ross Weiss coming after Skylar Brown. And JD Laird on the bottom side. Now going to slide up to the top right in front of Tyler Silva. Tyler Silva almost got into the back of him now, but Skylar Brown is your race leader. And Michael Coker at the back of the pack, unfortunately, in this one.
Skylar Brown up in front. He bangs the cushion just a little bit. Ross Weiss is up there on the top side of the speedway. As the yellow flag comes out, look out. Michael Coker about took out the leaders there. Oh, good Lord. Just as the yellow flag was waving. So he's forced to escape there, unfortunately. I believe, Brett, did somebody go upside down, did you mention?
Yeah, Tim Repsick went upside down, stayed on the racetrack. Michael Coker was coming around, made contact with Repsick after he'd rolled and got back on all fours. So, fortunately for the leaders, that they hadn't sustained any kind of damage. But it is going to be Ross Weiss, your leader. I thought we had Skylar Brown up the top. Maybe he's gone into the pits. So, unfortunately, Skylar Brown getting involved in that incident with Coker and Repsick. But that's going to put Ross Weiss on the pole. JD Laird, Tyler Silva back there in second. He was your second highest in points after the heat races. Colt Dyer and Robinson, Cohen Shaw, Kevin Criswell as well back there in seventh. Tim Campbell, Smith, Turner. And Skylar Brown's going to look to come back out onto the racetrack. Not sure whether the admins are going to allow that. But I hope he does stay out there because he's going to look to try and gain a few more spots.
Most definitely. They might actually put him up to the top spot because, well, they might. He was not part of the caution, and the caution what came out, and he just ended up hitting Michael Coker there. But it doesn't look like they will put him up to the front. They will clear any lap flags that he gets or anything like that if he's a couple laps down. So they're gonna give him his lap back, so he's on the lead lap anyways. Ross Weiss, your leader in this one now with JD Laird up front. And the green flag is back out. Weiss will take off. Weiss goes to the top side. Laird right behind him in close tow, only about 2 car lengths back as Tyler Silva now up to third, and Colt Dyer is the only one on the bottom side of the speedway in the top 5, and he is trying to gain some ground on Tyler Silva. He is doing it side by side for third. Silva up top. Dyer down to the bottom side of the speedway trying to regain any positions that he lost. Now Silva with a slide job. He is up to second, but Laird takes it back with a crossover on the back straightaway. Dyer up to third. Oh my gosh, a whole bunch of slide jobs here, Brett.
Wow, this is Slide Job City. Silva, Laird, and Dyer putting on a show here at the Sim Chili Bowl. But it is all Ross Weiss out in front, Silva up to second, Laird in third, Dyer fourth. We're back to Robinson, Kevin Criswell, Campbell, Skylar Brown. He's made his way back up to 8, but Dyer with a big slide job on Laird. Laird going to do the big crossover out of turn number 4, 1 lap to go. Dyer looking for another slide job on Laird, but not going to happen. Into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to speak to him again. He took out a heat win already tonight. He's picked up a qualifier. Ross Weiss picking up the victory. Tyler Silver grabs second. Third is going to go to Robinson. Dyer will grab fourth. Criswell fifth. Campbell sixth. Scarlett Brown, Turner, Smith, Shaw, and JD Laird is going to finish in 14th spot. Then we got Koka and Repsic. But man, Ross Weiss getting it done from the second row it was. So, and we're going to stand by. We've already spoken to him. We're going to speak to him again. Ross, we talk about that. How about that, buddy? Picking up another win.
Yeah, that was car was definitely a lot better in the qualifier there than it was in the heat race, and hate the bad luck that Skylar Brown had there with the lap car. Would have been fun to keep racing with him, but we'll take these passing points any way they want to give them to us.
Man, you started fourth. As you said, it's all about those passing points. You started fourth. You got the win. Pretty good battle up front. You know, sometimes it's better to have luck on your side than to be fast.
Yeah, this Chili Bowl deal is just as much about being in the right place at the right time as it is having the fastest car out there. So we should be sitting pretty good for the feature here tonight, and feature track's probably going to be pretty tricky. So we'll see what we can do with it.
I'm not sure if you watched the last couple of nights, but I'll give you a little bit of an inside information since you're part of one of the boys here at SimPro. But on the bottom on the first night, the one on the bottom. Last night we sent it one on the top. What are your plans? And have you watched any of the previous nights? And what are your plans going into the feature?
I've been watching. I'm normally a little bit fonder of the top, but it's awfully rough up there. So we'll at least that's how it's looked the past two nights. So we'll see what the track gives us tonight, and we'll run up top through the rough stuff, or we'll get down and just creep around the bottom. I think that remains to be seen.
All right, man. Once again, who do you got to thank for getting you here in Victory Lane yet again?
Got to thank, of course, like I said after the heat race, got to thank my car owner, Brian Dunlap. He this whole 32 was way better for the qualifier, and we're going to go give him hell in the feature.
All right. Let's hopefully we get to speak to you yet again after the feature, and good luck.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to it.
Well, there we have it. Ross Weiss taking out qualifier number 2 from that 4th starting spot, giving him valuable points towards tonight's A main and locking himself into the big dance, and see if we can finish inside the top 4 later on tonight. But before we get there, we're also going to go on to qualifier number 3. And Robert, I tell you what, these qualifiers, they're putting on a show.
Most definitely, and the battle was on after the fact with Skylar Brown. The battle was on. There were a whole bunch of slide jobs, as you were saying, slide job city there. So, I mean, these qualifiers are where it's at. I mean, the heat races, we saw some passing. I mean, unless there was a major incident, there was very little to minimal passing in the heats, but there was, he still had a gripped up racetrack. Bo Brunig and Gary McGuire and all the crew down here at SimPro Racing did a great job with getting this racetrack prepared here for the Sim Chili Bowl night number 3. And it's definitely a great racetrack to watch anything from, with slide jobs and, 2 lanes, 2 or even 4 lanes to work from here, multiple groove track, and it's going to be another great qualifier out here, Brett.
Yeah, we've seen over the past couple of nights, racing has been fantastic, especially the first night in the heats. There was side-by-side battling all over the racetrack. Last night in the heats was a little bit strung out, but the qualifiers in the A-main certainly made up for that one. We've seen fantastic racing throughout the 5 heats and the first 2 qualifiers. We are getting set for qualifier number 3, and we're going to have that grid to you very, very shortly. We are just waiting on 1 or 2 drivers to get back into the server. And we're going to run our final qualifier of the night before we get into our 2B mains and also A main, the final prelim A main for the 7th annual SimPro Racing Sim Chili Bowl Midget Nationals here on fast4media.com. We're going to take a quick break. We'll throw it to some music, and we're going to come back very, very shortly.
When you see the largest freestanding structure in the country, you know you're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And when you come here in January, it only means one thing: the biggest midget race in the country. What is it? The Chili Bowl. And it's hotter than ever. That rounds out the top 24. We're coming around. The green flag about to fly. We are racing here at the Chili Bowl in the A-Main.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here with qualifier number 3 for the night number 3 preliminary night Sim Chili Bowl here, presented by SimPro Racing. Josh Sun, Chad Heck, Kevin Swindell, Troy Wagaman Jr., Cole Cabry, Bolton, Austin Buttress, Kevin J. Holly. Top 4 rows. The green flag is out. 4 wide for the lead going into turn number 2. Look out. Here comes here comes Troy Wagaman Jr. He's up on the top side. But here comes Kevin Swindell. He is on the bottom. Chad Heck is leading this thing. He is all the way on the top side of the speedway trying to battle with some of the best in the business here, Brett.
Yeah, 6-car battle going on. Very tight. 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. Just goes to show you that this racetrack right now is very, very even, but it is Heck out in front. Wagaman in second on the top. Swindell's the first car on the bottom in third. Then we got Cole Cabray. Sun in fourth, maybe fifth now. As Cabray and Sun battle. Oh, wow, Heck makes a mistake. He's going to go to the bottom in 3 and 4. Cabray gets into the Swindell's left rear. Wagaman around the outside of Heck. You've got a new leader. 4 down, 6 to go. Wagaman leads. Here comes Sun through the middle. What a race we have. Qualifier number 3. Sun on the outside. Cabray on the bottom. Heck in front of Sun. Sun going to look for a slide job. No, oh, we got a car out. Oh, my God. Who is that driving backwards?
Not quite sure who that was. I believe it was Sam Pullen. Sam Pullen was driving backwards, and he escapes now as Troy Wagaman still in the lead. Chad Heck there in second, and Josh Sun in third. Kevin J. Holly's on the bottom. He's in fourth, trying to keep back Kevin Swindell and Cole Cabry now on the bottom side of the speedway in sixth.
Trevor Fitz not too far behind. Cabray on the bottom. But up top leading this one with 2 laps to go, it is Troy Wagaman. I don't think he's going to catch Tim Burner for lap traffic. But Heck now doing a heck of a job and trying to reel him in. Not going to happen. Wagaman is going to see the white flag this time. Swindell to 4 still. Sun in third. Swindell's on the top side. Cabray, he's on the bottom side. But Wagaman goes into 3 and 4. He stays on. He switches to the bottom to prevent that slide job. He's going to take out qualifier number 3. Heck is going to grab second. We go back to Josh Sun, Kevin Swindell, Cole Cabray, Fitz, Kevin J. Holly, Justin Thomas from the back of the pack. I think it was in 10th or 11th spot. We go back to Austin Buttress, Berber, Tim Burner, Sam Poland, and Bolton. So well done to Troy Wagaman Jr. picking up the final qualifier in this one. As we're going to get a word with our winner of Troy Wagaman Jr. We're going to send it over to the birthday boy, Robert Simons, who is standing by with qualifier number 3 winner.
Troy Wagaman Jr. Wow, what a race. You were able to evade everything from the competitors behind you and obviously the drivers in front of you as well. With a couple lap cars there, end up driving backwards on the speedway before they escaped. I'm not quite sure what that was about, but you're able to evade all causes and get the checkered flag here in qualifier number 3.
Yeah, it was I was just babying her there and didn't want to make a mistake. The cushion was treacherous getting up there against the 10. Almost had a big mistake in the heat race, so just glad we got through that.
Most definitely. And what do you expect going into the future? Are you going to try to keep running that top or try to evade on the bottom side of the speedway here tonight?
I'm preferably a bottom guy, but if they're in my way, I got to go where they're not, so put it wherever they're not, really.
All right. And who do you got to thank for getting you into qualifier number 3 victory lane here this evening?
I just got to thank Flat Out Sim Series, you guys here doing this, and Jeff Burr for putting on the camera work.
All right. Good luck as we hopefully get to talk to you here later in the A-Main.
Thank you.
Troy Wagman Jr. there as once again he grabbed the check flag here for SimPro Racing. Now in the SimPro Racing Sim Chili Bowl as grabbed qualifier number 3. We got to thank all of our participating sponsors as we were going down through them earlier. Fast4Media.com, SimPro Racing, and SWS Chassis, along with Jeff Burba Photography. American Racing is our main sponsor here for the booth, and also if you get a chance, check out the GoFundMe page for Brett Wheeler, as Brett Wheeler has been fighting back, trying to get back on his feet. He had back surgery about a year ago, and he's been trying to get back on his feet and get back going here. But he would like to come to the U.S. and work here in the U.S. as far as announcing. He would like to come out to your local tracks or your tracks around the U.S. to announce here every weekend or every night that he can, and he does a great job of it, Brett. As we would like to bring you here to the U.S. Check out his GoFundMe page. Donate anything you can to help get him here, and he'd definitely love to see you come here, Brett.
Yeah, it'd be nice to finally get over there and certainly put some faces to names on here. I've done it to a few of the drivers here. Obviously, I've met Bell, met Larson. I've even met Swindell too, back when he was down in 2014 for the Grand Annual Spring Car Classic. So I met quite a few of them. Andrew Felker as well, who we haven't seen run the Chili Bowl this year. I do believe he is up in Brisbane running some midgets up there. So good luck to him as well. And we'll throw it to a quick break. We'll play some music. We're going to come back with our 2B mains, 2 last chance showdowns for the night. And we'll get set for our prelim night A main, 25 laps. Try and lock another 4 drivers into tomorrow night's feature. We'll take a quick break and come back.
When you see the largest freestanding structure in the country, you know you're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And when you come here in January, it only means one thing. The biggest midget race in the country. What is it? The Chili Bowl. And it's hotter than ever.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sim Chili Bowl here presented by SimPro Racing. We are live with the first B main. Skylar Brown starts on the pole to his outside, Trevor Fitz. Inside row number 2, that's Cole Falloway, and to his outside, that is Adam Turner. Inside of row, outside of row number 2, Justin Thomas. Inside of row number 3, Wesley Smith. 6th will be Andrew Gates. 7th will be Zachary Meitzner. As we restart the warm-up here again, Trevor Fitz, once again, having trouble connecting to the server, staying connected anyways. Zachary Meitzner will start 8th. 9th will be Jeff Burba, and Jared Burb, and Bias will start, will leave 11th. 12th will be Sam Pullen. As now we get the field set, ready to go here. Trevor Fitz is back in. He'll start 2nd once again here for B main number 1, 15 laps in top 4. We'll go into the A main here this evening.
In the top 4, you certainly have a lot of work to do tomorrow night, coming from either the back of the C's or even potentially a D main, depending on how many cars turn up. They certainly have their work cut out for them. As B main number 1, top 4 transfer, last chance showdown. Rob Alderchew, the birthday boy, lead this B main off.
Most definitely Skylar Brown. Trevor Fitz once again side by side here as a green flag is out. Skylar Brown on the bottom side of the speedway. Trevor Fitz immediately slows up and allows to go to the bottom side of the speedway to fight for the lead side by side entering turn number 3. Skylar Brown up to the top side as Adam Turner now slides back to 5th. Here comes Cole Falloway. Cole Falloway and Justin Thomas 3 wide going into turn number 3 for the 3rd spot. Wesley Smith won't allow Cole Falloway to go to the bottom as now Wesley slips up and goes all the way back to 9th as Wesley Smith is still not done. He keeps falling back. He's all the way back to 10th. As going back up front here, side by side for the race lead, Trevor Fitz gets way up on the inside berm, allows Skylar Brown to pull away ever so slightly as Skylar Brown now leads by 4 or 5 car lengths there at the line. Justin Thomas in 3rd, riding on that top side of the speedway, but the battle is on for the transfer position. Zachary Meitzner, oh no, look out, he got up on the infield berm. And Cole Falloway doing everything it can not to roll over Meitzner, or roll through anyways, Meitzner, as Cole Falloway now up to the final transfer spot here in the B main as Bias is a little bit back there at 6th. He's 2 spots out. He looks to the inside of Meitzner for 5th. Meitzner gets into the side of Bias just ever so slightly as now Meitzner collides with the front straightaway wall. He tries to collect himself as we got 8 laps to go here. Back up front, Skylar Brown leading this thing up on the top side of the speedway as Trevor Fitz now is back about a straightaway. He seems to be using a little bit more throttle than Skylar Brown is up on the top side of the speedway. Justin Thomas riding in 3rd, and in 4th is Cole Falloway. Back there in 5th is Bias. And it looks like Skylar Brown has a lead by about a half a tenth now entering lap traffic. Jared Burba on the bottom side of the speedway will try to stay out of Skylar Brown's way as Skylar Brown tries to put him a lap down. So Brown to the outside. He'll get by Burba easily. Now Burba spins. He escapes just in the nick of time, so Trevor Fitz didn't have to use evasive maneuvers there to get by Burba. So looking back through, Fitz still riding in 2nd on the bottom side of the speedway. If Skylar Brown just rolls here for 2 more laps, he will have the B main win and lock himself into the A main once again, top 4. Going to the A main, Skylar Brown takes a white flag now. Skylar Brown all the way to the top side of the speedway, kind of rolls through the middle there to gain a little bit more momentum to seal this victory as Trevor Fitz riding the bottom side of the speedway, but Skylar Brown will get the win. Trevor Fitz will finish second. Justin Thomas in third, and locking himself into the A main will be Cole Falloway finishing fourth. Bias in fifth, Wesley Smith in sixth, Meitzner seventh, eighth Pullen, ninth Adam Turner, 10th Jared Burba, 11th Andrew Gates, as that rounds out the field. Once again, the top four moving on: Skylar Brown, Trevor Fitz, Justin Thomas, and Cole Falloway, as believe Brett Wheeler is standing in victory lane with Skylar Brown.
Yeah, standing down here, B-Main, not where he wants to be, but he has locked himself into tonight's A-Main. Skylar, congratulations on picking up the B-Main win here.
Yeah, that I most definitely needed that. I had some bad luck here in the heat in the qualifier, and I needed to win that, so that was good.
Yeah, it's it's a bit of bad luck that you had in the qualifier and the heat race, but you did get the job done in the A-Main, in the B-Main. What do you think it's going to take to get through and lock yourself into tomorrow night's A-Main, finishing in the top four tonight? And do you think you can get it done?
I'll be starting in the back, so it'll be kind of tough. It's kind of hard to pass on that track, so I'll be just throwing bombs and then feed them or eat them. That's about it.
Most definitely, man. Well, look, congratulations on picking up the B-Main win here. Who do you got to thank that for getting here and making it all happen for you?
Bo Brunick, Gary McGuire, Brett, all you guys doing the commentating, Jeff Burba. This is most definitely a good deal you guys got going on.
Good luck in the feature.
Most definitely.
We have it, B-Main number one winner, Skylar Brown. He's had a bit of bad luck, Rob, and yeah, look, it's nice to see him finally put on the show. Finally put it in the show. You know, he's certainly one of the faster guys when it comes to midget racing, and he knows how to get the job done.
Most definitely. And speaking of bad luck here, we have got some great drivers in B-Main number two, and I'm surprised to see these guys in here. Looking like some of these guys already raced. Michael Coker. Michael Coker is one of the faster drivers in these cars, or aspiring to be faster. He is definitely fast in the late models and everything else on our factor, so I'm surprised to see him in a B-Main here this evening, but bad luck on his side. Along with Kevin J. Holly. Kevin J. Holly and Cohen Shaw. I mean, just quite a few guys to name here are having some bad luck here this evening, but hopefully they'll collect themselves here in the B-Main and lock themselves in. Have to be in that top four, though, Brett.
Yeah, look, it's going to be a tough deal, and to get in tomorrow night's feature, there is a lot of good drivers. As I said, we've already locked in 8. We lock another 4 in tonight to tomorrow night's A-Main, and then tomorrow night's all about running through the alphabet soup, especially if you've had a bad prelim night as well. You come from either the D or the C main. So if you don't finish inside at least the top 10 or 12 in the A main on your qualifying night, you're certainly in for a hard championship night. We get set for B main number 2. Tim Campbell, Tim J. Holly will be your front row. Ryan Cairns and Austin Buttress will be row 2. Bolton on the inside of row 3 alongside Michael Coker. Brock Caswell will be out of position number 7 on the outside. Out of position number 8 is the 88 of Cohen Shaw. JD Laird will start out of position number 9, and to his outside is going to be Tim Burner. On the final row, it's going to be Tim Repsick and Austin O'Neill. And actually, we've got another row here. We've got Cole Falloway and Andrew Gates. As rounds out our 14-car field here, B-Main number 2, 15 on the board, top 4 transfer. The rest is are going to be watching from the grandstands. We get set to finish our final A-Main of the night. B-Main number 2 coming up.
Tim Campbell, and Ryan Carrots up on the top side of the speedway. Green flag is out. Campbell. Oh, look out. We've got a car there. I'm not too sure who that was. He was just sitting there on the speedway, so we're going to restart the race. Cole Falloway, for some reason, was in the server. Not quite sure what that was about there, Brad. It looked like he was an AI car or something, but he was just there. So he got kicked and we restarted the race really quick. I don't know if that starts or counts towards the needs to be sorry, it needs to be in here. I don't know if that counts towards the restarts or not, but it was definitely an AI car as as the admins mentioned. So Campbell once again, Kevin J. Holly starts second, Ryan Cairns there in third, Austin Buttress as Justin Bolt there in fifth, Coker sixth, seventh Caswell, and eighth is Cohen Shaw as once again the green flag is out. Campbell jumps to that early race lead. Kevin J. Holly to the outside. Cairns gives a little shove to Campbell to try to take second away, entering turn number 3 as Campbell falls back to third. And Kevin J. Holly rolling that top side of the speedway. Kevin J. Holly trying to do everything he can to seal himself here in the A main as Cairns running that bottom side of the speedway. He is trying to do everything he can to get to the lead now as Justin Bolton now up to third. Justin Bolton all the way from the 6th starting spot, and he is up to third. So look for him to capitalize on this opportunity here. Tim Campbell back to fourth, and he is going to have to hold back the likes of Michael Coker as Michael Coker is up to fifth. Buttress and Cohen Shaw going at it. As Cohen Shaw runs into Buttress a little bit for sixth. And sixth and seventh is now Coker. Makes his way up into a qualifying spot. He is up to fourth, Brett.
Yeah, I had to sort of just move Campbell out of the way there. Just got into his left rear and sort of just moved him up a lane so he can get through. But, it's the B main number 2 on your prelim night at the Chili Bowl. You got to do what you got to do to get into the A main. I believe KJ may have switched cars as well, so that could be the reason why he's up front. Second is going to be Karen's Coker. Is going to be challenging for third on the inside. Oh, Bolton making his way back around the outside of Coker. So a good 3-car battle. Cairns hits the infield boom. He checks up a bit. They go 3 wide out of turn number 4. This is B main number 2. Coker almost getting the left rear. Tim Campbell not close enough to capitalise on that mistake from Cairns and Coker, but that's going to allow Bolton to run around the outside. Bolton takes over second. KJ, he's going to make a quick work of JD Laird very shortly.
And I spoke a little bit earlier as Bolton now up to second. He was actually starting in the 4th position as Michael Coker started from 6th. So Coker up to 4th from 6th, and he is challenging on the top side of the speedway now to try to take away third to gain some more spots here for the A main. Kevin J. Holly just behind some lap traffic there, but Bolton back to second, or up to second, Coker now making his way to third, making the way on the bottom side of the speedway with 3 laps to go. Coker trying to do everything he can to gain some more momentum entering the A main here tonight. Holly still leads with 2 laps to go. Holly on the bottom side of the speedway, turn number 3 as he has entered heavy lap traffic here as Holly trying to do everything he can. Look out. Oh my gosh, he had to check up there just a little bit as Holly takes the white flag, coming around now to turn number 4. Holly will take the checkered flag. Justin Bolton will finish second. Third will go to Michael Coker. Fourth, and the last transfer into tonight's A main, that is Ryan Cairns. Finishing 5th and 1 spot out is Tim Campbell. Austin Buttress will finish 6th. Brock Caswell will finish 7th. 8th will go to Tim Repsick. And 9th will go to Cohen Shaw. And now we're down to victory lane with Kevin J. Holly. And Brett, you have Kevin with you.
Yeah, just that fresh and hot out of the race car. KJ, congratulations on picking up the B main win. Not where you want to be tonight.
Nah, definitely not where we envisioned the night when we signed up today. But man, that stuff happens. It's part of sim racing. I'm just glad to be able to get back in the A main and hopefully move forward. And man, just every car you pick off, man, it's another spot for the championship night. So that's what we're going to try to do.
Now, did you change cars after your heat racing qualifiers, or you been in that same track?
No, man, I was in Grandpa J-Mac's car, man. I think that thing's cursed. So I had to get out and first of all, the biggest thing I did was take my jeans off. I was racing in jeans and it didn't work, man. So I took those off and then I changed cars, and I think that was the ticket, man.
I'm hoping you put some other pants on or something or other.
Well, we'll keep that a mystery.
Oh, well, I tell you what, man. Hey, look, you put yourself into tonight's A main. You got a long way to come back. I think you're going to be starting at about 18, somewhere around there. So, as you said, it's all about trying to pass those cars. What's the plan going into the feature? It's only 25 laps and a lot of good cars here tonight.
Man, you got to go forward. You got to, that the track has had, bottom and top both nights, so you're gonna kind of have to go wherever they're not, wherever the guy in front of you's not. Hopefully, set the car up to where both of them, I can run both lines consistently, and man, just try to pick people off, and heck, who knows? Maybe we can lock ourselves in. Who knows?
Oh, man, well, good luck, and how about you give a shout out to some sponsors and some other people that may be watching.
Yeah, man, just thanks to Bo. A lot of people don't understand how much, work he puts into this deal. We were all at the Chili Bowl, the real Chili Bowl, this past week, and, we were always, talking about things of, ways that we can make this deal better for everyone. Bo and Gary McGuire does a lot of stuff that goes unnoticed, people don't know about. So, man, just everyone else that's out there watching, just, man, hope it's a good show. I mean, there's a lot of big names out there, so it should be fun.
All right, Kevin, good luck in tonight's feature, and hopefully we get to talk to you at the end of the night.
Thanks, Will. Sounds good, man.
There you have it. Kevin J. Holly picking up B main number 2 win. And Rob, while we wait just for the guys to get into the server for the A main, I tell you what, this is probably one of the most stacked prelim A mains that we've ever had here for a prelim night for the Sim Chili Bowl over the past 7 years.
Most definitely. I mean, a lot of great guys in here, as we were just talking to one of them. Kevin J. Holly, he's one of the better drivers in the midgets alone, and you have to look at Kyle Larson as well. I mean, he's here tonight, and it surprised me that all these past guys were in here tonight. Ross Weiss, he's known a lot around the real world with his he's known as a cameraman is what he is for the World of Outlaw Sprint Car Series, and he does a lot of stuff with World Racing Group as he is employed through there. So I mean, he is really fast on this game. Denny Felker Jr., Trevor Fitz is another one known around the late model community. He's in here tonight. Cole Falloway, just Troy Wagaman Jr. Can't forget him. I mean, there's a ton of guys here that would give anything to lock themselves into tomorrow's championship night. Otherwise, they got to go through the alphabet soup here, Brett.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a tough night. It's going to be tough tomorrow night. So we're just waiting on, I do believe, Logan Seavey just to get into the server. He's been having some issues as he enters and leaves. So wait for him to get hopefully sorted, because he's certainly one of the bigger names, and he's already got himself a sim driller, and he's going to be looking to become the first repeat winner over the 7 years. Look, it's amazing. Throughout the past 6 years of the Chili Bowl, we haven't had a repeat winner. That just goes to show that, the level of competition is top notch. It's up with the best of the best. I mean, you've even got, the real fast guys, like I named Bell, Briscoe, Seavey, they've all won Chili Bowls. Stornetta, he's won a Chili Bowl. He's done, quite a lot of things in the real world as well with non-wing stuff. TJ Hartman as well. I'm just trying to think of the other one. It's Brody Costega. He ran, I think it was the Super Late Models on asphalt over in America past couple of years, so it just goes to show that the guys in the real world have been coming to the Sim Chili Bowl, getting it done, and it hasn't been dominated by one person. It's spread out evenly.
Most definitely. I mean, it's just amazing. These cars are so, I wouldn't say difficult. They're so authentic. I mean, they're completely different than the modifieds on this game, the late models. I mean, they're completely different than even the normal sprint cars on this game. I entered these cars, and I'm like, how do you guys drive these things? Because they are a little bit difficult to drive at first, but I mean, they are so fun to drive side by side with a whole bunch of guys. I mean, last season for SimPro Racing, I did do a couple league races with these guys as I had the opportunity to do so, and it's just amazing what these guys do each and every week here, Brett. I mean, even without the Sim Chili Bowl, but I mean, the Sim Chili Bowl is the pinnacle event here for SimPro Racing, as we mentioned. And really quick, before we start the A-Main, we do have to go through our last round of sponsors really quick. American Racing, they are the sponsor of our booth here at the Sim Chili Bowl, so check them out, AmericanRacing.com once again. FastForwardMedia.com. Fast Forward Media is your source for online video of outlaw kart racing, micro sprints, and 360 sprint car racing on the West Coast. Check them out at FastForwardMedia.com. And SimPro Racing, they are the leader here for sprint car racing, simulated sprint car racing, for using the Power Eye and MOA Sprint Car Series banners. Check them out at SimProRacing.com. Also, we got to thank SWS Chassis, our charger sponsor here this week. SWS Chassis is a leader in sprint car model kits, as they offer the most realistic chassis and panels for model builders globally. Check them out at SWSchassis.com. And we got to thank Jeff Burba once again on cameras, and Brett and everybody else here for this broadcast here, Brett.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Justin Rosedale as well, who has helped us over the past couple of nights. We do have a special guest coming in tomorrow night. Justin Rosedale not able to do the broadcast, so we're going to try and go through our rundown order. We're going to have Ryan Cairns starting out at position number position 24. Position number 23 is going to be Cole Falloway. Position number 22 is going to be Michael Coker, and alongside him is going to be Justin Thomas. Out of position number 20 is going to be Justin Bolton, and to his inside is going to be Trevor Fitz out of position number 19. Your B main winners on the outside of row number 9 is going to be Kevin J. Holly. To his inside is going to be Skylar Brown. Your top 16 that are locked in via heat race and qualifier passing points. Out of position number 16 is going to be Tyler Ducharme. Kevin Criswell will be out of position number 15. On the outside of the 7th row is going to be Josh Sun. And to the inside is going to be Colt Dyer. Position number 12 is going to be Chris Watkins. And to his inside is going to be the Bulldog of Kevin Swindell. The top 10 starting positions, we are going to have Cole Cabre on the outside of the 5th row. Who do we have in position number 9, Robert?
We've got Chad Heck starting in position number 9 and into the top 8. Derek Robinson will start 8th. Starting in the 7th position is Logan Seavey. Starting in the 6th position is Colton Hardy. To his inside in position number 5 is Kyle Larson. And starting in 4th is Denny Felker Jr. And starting in the top 3 now, Troy Wagaman Jr. will start 3rd. And to the outside of row number 1, that is Ross Weiss. And starting on the pole is Tyler Silva. So that is your A-Main lineup here, excuse me. Jeez, I'm reading names twice here.
But if you put me in the same category as Ross Weiss, I'm a happy man, but Dominic, if you're watching, feel free to get me over there. I'm a good interviewer. Hey, just before we get set for the A-Main, Rob, who do you got to pick to win tonight's prelim night number 3 in the A-Main?
You know, he's been flawless here tonight. It seems like I got to pick Ross Weiss, so look for him to go to victory lane here.
Alright, well, I am going to pick the man starting out of position number 7. I'm going to pick the 5th annual Sim Chili Bowl winner of Logan Seavey. I'm going to look for him to get it done and look himself to lock into tonight's A-Main. And we got word that Jeff Berber is going to take Troy Wagon. So a very good pick. And Wagon will start out of position number 3. Night number 3, the final prelim night before we get into tomorrow night's championship. We are not green just yet. Game didn't want to throw the green, so we may get a restart on that one. Tyler Silva and Ross Weiss will be your front row. So you guys need to stick together. Tyler Silva getting a little bit of a jump ahead of Ross Weiss. Troy Wagaman Jr., Danny Felker Jr., so a couple of juniors on row number 2, Kyle Larson and Colton Hardy. Colton Hardy's been pretty fast tonight. Certainly a surprise packet in tonight's certainly stout field. It's certainly one of the most stacked prelim nights that we've seen. Obviously, a couple of nights ago we were meant to have Larson running, but obviously due to other commitments he has had to switch tonight. So he's going to be starting out of position number 5, and Logan Seavey out of 7. Derek Robinson, Chad Heck, Cole Cabre, Kevin Swindell, Chris Watkins, Colt Dyer, Josh Sun, Kevin Criswell, That's going to be top 15 on the board. So 25 laps, top 4 will transfer to tomorrow night's A main. So we look to get on the loud pedal. As we are green, the game throws the green. Tyler Silver, Ross Weiss. Silver's going to slide up in front of Ross Weiss. Weiss is going to move to the inside. No, he's going to clip the left rear. And Ross Weiss, unfortunately, goes around, and not sure how many cars have flipped there, but that is certainly going to put the flip count up a fair bit.
Oh, they're gonna restart that one. That was a slam jam fest coming up. Turn number 2. I mean, there was a lot of checking up. I guess the guys are not willing to see the track that slick, or didn't think the track would be that slick, as they were all checking up for each other, and it just seemed like that was. It seemed like that's the issue right there, Brett, as what brought out the caution. Excuse me.
Yeah, the officials gonna do a restart on that one, considering that it was inside of lap number 1. So Ross Weiss can thank his lucky stars for that one. And we're gonna check this one out one more time, see if we can get rolling here. Prelim night, the final prelim night of the 7th annual SimPro Racing Sim Chili Bowl Midget National. Silver, Felker, Wagaman, Weiss on the front row, last in the top 5, Colton Hardy, and we are green. Take number 3. They're going to 1 and 2. It's Weiss on the top side along with Danny Felker Jr. Felker Jr. around the outside of Tyler Silver. They bang wheels. Tyler Silver upside down and out of this one. Oh man, Seavey going through the middle, having a big push, but he's going to come out fairly decent in that one. Cabray on the bottom. Wagman on the bottom. This is going to be hot heated, and it's going to be fast.
Most definitely, and guys on the top and the bottom here, it's going to be some great racing as we see Ross Weiss in the lead. Kyle Larson trying to run him down as Weiss keeps running into the wall. Slide job there for second as Logan Seavey doing what he did in the qualifiers. He is doing quite a lot of slide jobs as Larson bangs wheels with him. Look out, Seavey falls all the way back to 8th now. He keeps it going there. And, geez, a lot of slide jobs here, but Troy Wagaman up there in 3rd as now it's 3 wide for the lead entering turn number 3. Ross Weiss lost the lead there as Larson and Wagaman are on his tail.
How good is this racing up front? We've only completed 5. We got 20 to go. Wagaman on the inside. He's on the bottom. Weiss, Larson and Hardy. Here comes Swindell as well. The top 4. They're going to lock into tomorrow night's A-main. Swindell on the bottom along with Larson on the top side. These two guys have had their fair share of battles at the Chili Bowl in the real world. Now they're doing in the sim world. It's Larson in 3rd, so here comes Colton Hardy with a big slide on Larson. Larson had to get out of the gas. He crosses it back underneath it now. Hardy back through the middle with another slide job. Little bit of contact there, but that's going to leave Cabray back to 6th. Danny Felker Jr. in 7th. And the top 7 cars, man, tell you what, they are putting on a show. Skylar Brown, he's up to 8th. He started position number 18. This is fantastic. But Troy Wagaman, 9 down. And we got 16 to go. Another slide job by Hardy on Weiss this time. Contact yet again. But this time it's Larson to go through. Swindell up to 2nd. Here comes Cole Cabray.
Cole Cabray up to 3rd now as he's battling Larson. Larson up on the top side of the speedway. Kevin Swindell up to 2nd. Look at this. Just amazing racing action here. Ross Weiss back up to 5th as Colton Hardy now trying to battle his way back up through the field after making contact with Weiss, as he is side by side right now with Felker Jr. Felker Jr. 3 wide. There for 5th, I do believe. Excuse me. Ross Weiss gets contact with Colton Hardy now. Ross Weiss keeps it going as now Colton Hardy's under attack from Skylar Brown. Skylar Brown loses it, makes contact with Tyler Ducharme, and that will bring out the yellow flag. So, once again, yellow flag out here as Skylar Brown not very happy with what happened there. But I guess, you know, racing's racing, and that was definitely a racing deal there. It didn't look like anybody made initial contact. It just looked like Colton Hardy checked up, and Skylar Brown just ended up getting into him.
God, let's take a breath to try and go through your rundown. Colton Hardy, he's thrown more slide jobs than what we've seen laps so far, and we've only completed about 12 laps, and I'm going to go through your rundown order. It is Troy Wagaman Jr., who is your race leader. Kevin Swindell in second. Kyle Larson third. Cole Cabray in fourth. Sorry. Danny Felker Jr. in fifth. Ross Weeks is sixth. Colton Hardy seventh. Eighth is Logan CV Cole Fallaway in ninth. Justin Bolton, Brett the Heck, Trevor Fitz, Michael Coker, Kevin J. Holly, Kevin Criswell, Karen's Brown. After getting up to about the seventh or eighth spot. Part of the reason why the caution came out, he's back in seventh. Go back to Sun, Dyer, Ducharme, Robinson, Watkins, Thomas, Silver. And we're going to go green, as Colt Dyer really shouldn't be right there on the racetrack. Wagner, you're going to lead us. We're going to have 11 laps remaining here in a main action, as we are not going to wave the green just yet. So we'll see if all those drivers can miss that one. Wagman getting on the loud pedal just a little bit too early for the flagman's liking. 11 laps to go. It is Wagman to lead from Swindell, Larson, Cabray, Felker. That is your top five. And the green is out one more time. Wagman going to stick to the bottom. Larson going to go up top. Swindell, he's going to go to the bottom. Cabray on the bottom as well. And Danny Felker Jr. going up top. Oh, Swindell makes a mistake. Cabray goes on the inside. Felker around the outside. Swindell back in fifth. He's fallen off 3 spots. Larson on the outside. Cabray and Swindell made contact again. Here comes Logan Seavey. He's made his way back up to fourth with a big slide job. Hardy and Weiss 3-1 with Swindell. Oh my, this is fantastic. This is only night 3 of the Chili Bowl.
Night 3 of the Chili Bowl as Swindell makes contact with Cole Cabry there just a little bit, and both of those drivers fall back into the clutches of Logan Seavey once again. Seavey to the top side of the speedway, trying to capitalize on a top 4 position here as the laps are winding down here, Brett. Side by side for second, Denny Felker Jr. and Kyle Larson once again battling as Felker Jr. goes back to the top side of the speedway. Felker Jr. trying to do everything he can to get by Larson, as Larson now trying to get by Wagaman Jr. on the top side of the speedway, side by side for the lead entering turn number 3.
Wagaman on the bottom, Larson on the top side. We have 5 laps to go. Felker had to get out of the gas big time, otherwise he would have ran into the left rear of Larson. The top side looks fast, but the bottom side is consistent. So an even racetrack right now. Larson, there's no one else up top in the top 3. Wagaman and Felker, they both go to the bottom. Wagaman is holding Larson off, but Larson seems to get a run coming off the corners. 3 laps to go here. Night number 3 of the 7th annual SimPro Racing Chili Bowl Nationals. It's Wagaman still leading from Larson. Felker, Seavey in 4th by a bit from Fallaway and Cabray. But we go back up front between Larson and Wagaman Jr. Wagaman still on the bottom, Felker on the bottom. A 3-car battle, 2 laps to go. Can Larson, can he pull a run out of the hat? Can he run that top side perfect for the last 2 laps? You know he's going to leave everything. He's going to leave everything on track. He's not going to be dying wondering. Wagaman still on the bottom. Larson closing in ever so slowly. Just tags the main stretch wall. 1 lap to go. Wagaman on the bottom. Larson on the top. They're dead even going into 3 and 4. Into 3 out of 4 this time. Wagaman, he's going to slide on. He's going to hang on. Larson second. And Danny Felker Jr. by a quarter of a second runs third. Oh my, if that's anything to go by tomorrow night, we are in for a treat. What a race. Wagaman wins from Larson. Felker will grab 3rd, and Logan Seavey from all the way, I think he fell back to about 12th or 13th. He's going to find himself locked into tomorrow night's big dance. And Rob, what a race we just witnessed.
Most definitely, Logan Seavey coming from the 7th position, finishing 4th, and I tell you what, that 3-car battle, 3 wide for the lead entering turn number 3 on the last lap. Wow, what an amazing race there. Wow, Brad, I think we're definitely going to see some amazing racing here for the final night in the A main tomorrow night. But the top 4 drivers lock in once again. Troy Wagaman Jr., Kyle Larson, Denny Felker Jr. and Logan Seavey, top 4, will lock in for the A main tomorrow night, and see if we can pull. Denny Felker Jr. not having a mic with us, so we'll pull up Kyle Larson for his 2nd place. Sorry about that. Kyle Larson with a second place victory. You're side by side for the lead there. Almost had the win, but got second place at the line.
Yeah, I will. I'll take that. I wasn't even planning on running this event, so it was good to, be fast every time I hit the track, and I felt somewhat smooth. Made some mistakes early in the race. Wheeled Logan early on there, so glad that he got back to a lock-in spot. But had fun and looking forward to tomorrow night.
How difficult was it there to run the top side of the speedway to definitely, make your way around the other competitors and get yourself a second place victory here, or second place finish here? Sorry.
Second place feels like a victory for me. So, no, it was it was tough to kind of hit my marks every lap. There's some guys that race on here all the time that are really smooth, but I don't have a whole lot of time to run on the computer much anymore, so not as good as I used to be, and definitely not as smooth. So, yeah, I just had to kind of just be calm and try not to make mistakes, and just really wanted to finish top 4. So, good race. As nervous as I've been racing in a few years, so that was good.
Most definitely. And who do you got to thank for getting you a second place oh, darn it. Second place finish. I did it here again. Finish and locking yourself into the championship night tomorrow night, Kyle.
I just want to thank everybody at SPR for putting on the event. You guys for streaming it, and any fans out there that are watching. So, had a good time tonight. Hopefully, we can get a sim driller tomorrow.
Most definitely. And thank you, Kyle, for coming along, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Sounds good. See ya.
All right, Kyle Larson getting the second place finish there tonight, and Brett Wheeler is standing by with Troy Wagaman Jr. as he grabbed the win here this evening.
Yeah, look, just getting the champagne. He's just spraying it all over his crew. But look, standing here in victory lane for night number 3, Troy Wagaman. First of all, congratulations on picking up the prelim night and locking yourself into tomorrow night's big dance.
Yeah, thank you. Didn't expect that at all. Got a terrible start there. And filed in line. Them guys got in that big wreck. If that wouldn't happen, I don't know if I'd be standing here.
Man, talk about that battle there. I mean, for the last probably 8 or 9 laps, you and Larson, you just ran side by side. How good is it, or how tough is it knowing that, you've got one of the best in the world that comes on here and does it for a bit of fun, and he just, pushes you to the limit? How is it fun? Is it difficult? What's your mentality when you're racing someone like Larson?
It's like a double-edged sword there. It was fun, but nerve-wracking at the same time. I was on the cusp of either moving up and blocking or just staying put because I knew I could transfer, but kind of wanted that Chili Bowl win.
What a finish that was. It kind of reminded me almost like the late model race that I covered. You come from the bottom up the top. I mean, it's the last lap. It's the Chili Bowl. You were both through in the end. You got the job done. What would it mean to you to be the 7th different winner? To get a driller here on Sim.
I mean a lot because they're 7 probably the best drivers that ever ran this game. So to put my name up there would be an honor.
All right, man, once again, who do you got to thank for getting here and putting yourself in victory lane here on night number 3 of the Sim Chili Bowl?
I got to thank Flat Out Sim Series. Thank Austin Carr for some setup help before the qualifying night tonight. You, Brett, Robert, and Jeff for the cameras, and SimPro for putting it on.
All right, man, well, good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow night in the big dance.
Thanks, Brett.
Actually, I'll tell you what we are going to do. We are just going to try and get a word with our 4th place finisher of Logan Seavey. Logan, first of all, well done on finishing 4th, locking yourself into tomorrow night's dance. A bit of an up and down race there at the start. You had a good start. You fell back to, I think, about 12th or 13th, somewhere around there, but you got your way back up to 4th.
Yeah, overall, incredible car there. I moved Kyle there in the first lap, and then he got me back there in turn 3 and 4. We both came out 3rd and 4th, and then we got racing there, and I think he thought he had me cleared, and wasn't clear, so I shuffled back, and then I still had another shot at it, got impatient, and got myself in some more trouble. So just not the best racing by me. So once I calmed down, I got the caution. I was able to go 8th to 4th and started to run down the leaders. Short 25 lap race to have two big mistakes like that. You just can't do it if you want to run well, and that's what happened. So we'll start off the back tomorrow night. So we'll see if we can make some moves. I felt like we were really, really fast tonight. Just not the smartest racing by me.
Now, I noticed, in your qualifier and also in that A main, you sort of drive it from the bottom up to the top. Was there a reason behind that? Were you faster? Obviously, it's faster going into the corner. It looks a little bit slower on the exit of the corner. Is that the way, or what was the reason of entering so low and driving up to the wall?
I was doing a little testing before the race, and just like 10 or 15 minutes before, and I was running about the same laps, but I would make a few less mistakes. Run across the racetrack than I would entering up in it. I just kept getting in the fence if I entered up in it, and sometimes it would speed me up, sometimes it would slow me down. So I was just trying not to hit the wall, So it was safer for me and more consistent for me to run across the racetrack and just get up in the moisture on exit. And I was running them down. I wasn't running the best laps, but I started to run them down at the end. It was just out of time. But yeah, it's pretty much. I just feel a little bit more consistent running that line.
All right, man. Look, you've locked yourself into tomorrow night's speed dance. Who do you got to thank for making this all happen?
First and foremost, all the guys at SPR, Bo Byrne and Gary McGuire, like KJ said earlier, they do a lot of work that people don't realize, and it's people like me appreciate that, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people that appreciate it, but I'm sure at times they don't feel very appreciated, but them guys work really hard. All the guys at the bar and grill help out. Fun racing with everybody, so. You guys for getting this thing broadcasted online, and we'll show up tomorrow and see if Bo can get us a curb up on the racetrack and see if we can come to the field.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully you can get your second sim driller and be the first person to win your second one in 7 years.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to do my best tomorrow. I think we're off about 16th or so, but 55 laps long race, and if we're fast forward tonight, I think we'll be really good.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and we'll hopefully talk to you tomorrow night.
Thank you. See you later.
There we have it, Logan Seavey. Thought we'd get Logan in just since we couldn't get our third place finisher of Danny Felker. Congratulations to Troy Wagaman defeating Kyle Larson from Danny Felker Jr. What a race those three put on tonight. Logan Seavey coming from as deep as back as what he said he did, and to lock himself into tomorrow night. That's going to do it for us here tonight at Fast Forward Media, and on behalf of SimPro Racing, I want to thank the American Racing team for providing the booth. I want to thank fastformedia.com, along with SimPro Racing, SWS Chassis, Jeff Berber Photography. On behalf of Robert Simmons, Jeff Berber, and SimPro Racing, my name is Brett Wheeler. We will see you tomorrow night for the championship for the 7th annual SimPro Racing Sim Chili Bowl with our special guest. Thank you and good night.